Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Conan. You are watching the DMLC Racing channel. Tonight, we are doing something pretty special. iRacing, with the help of NASCAR and everyone else involved, was incredible enough to put, I kid you not, 1987 NASCAR Cup cars into the simulation. We're talking still under over 600 horsepower, bias ply tires. A lot less grip. Basically, this is the type of car that you really have to manhandle. Now, since I'd heard this announcement, I had been planning on the release to do something very special. And today it's time to do it. We're going to do a full-length test. I'm talking short track. As you can see here, we're going to do North Wilkesboro first. Then we're going to do a speedway, Darlington. I'll get into why later. Road course, Sonoma Raceway, home track, of course. And finally, a super speedway, Talladega. So let's get into it. Should be fun. Hope y'all enjoy it. So now we're at Talladega, and I have switched to the Chevy Monte Carlo. I have my buddy Mike Rigney here, who was kind enough to help as a draft partner. So, let's get to it and have some fun. Start her up. Very nice. The good old Monte Carlo. Okay, let's go. This is crazy. I already can tell I'm gonna have to put a lot of wheel into it. Have to lift, that way I don't get stuck on that yellow line there, which wouldn't be good. Crazy, we're already at what? 185? 190, that's, oh my gosh. Yep, putting some wheel into it. It isn't heavy, but you do have to crank that sucker to get it to turn. It's amazing. It doesn't feel like it's connected to the road, but it doesn't feel, it feels like it's floating. Yeah, now we're already at 56.5, so I'm gonna check turning in. Have to lift a good bit. It just feels so different. Oh my gosh. See if I can bump draft here. Well, maybe not this time, but we'll see. Okay, 210, try to turn in. Yeah, you just have to lift and crank it. Oh my god, crazy. Wow. Even here, it's just, you have to put so much more wheel. I just haven't experienced anything like this. It's unbelievable. 46.991. And we're already in the 46s. Oh my gosh. Do 12.
Outside. Still outside.
Crazy.
Clear.
Even then, I mean, on the inside it can get a bit loose on you if you're not careful because there's so much less grip.
47.082.
Yeah, see, now that I'm out of the draft, I can go full throttle and just crank it, but without, you know, you're just gonna get loose. I think I'm gonna get a bump draft here. Yeah, if it's
outside.
Possible to bump draft in these cars, just have to be careful with it. 212. Oh, got squirrely there. Apparently it got loose for him too. Oh my god, this is so fun, man. Perfect. Yeah, one more and then let's spin it. Oh my god.
47.145.
It's crazy, the speeds. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's gonna give me another bump draft. I'll try to. No worries. Ooh, he got tight there. He couldn't quite get a bomb trap, but we've already proved it is possible to bomb trap with these cars, although I'm not sure he'd want to that much. Just have to put so much more wheel than I'm used to. Oh man.
47.111.
There was a bomb trap. Alright, let's spit this time. It's crazy. You just really have to point the car, you know, it's not dainty, you just have to really be a brute with it. Even there was starting to get a bit loose. Okay, there we go. Fitting in.
Outside. Can't tell yet.
Barely made it on the line. Oh my gosh. You have to use so much brakes and go so early, those old brakes. This is amazing. Oh gosh. Oh. Well, that was the most fun I've had at Talladega in a dang long time. This was so much fun, and thank you, of course, Mike, for your help. I'm ready for the next track. On to the next one. Now we're at the speedway portion of this program. I just decided that Darlington would be perfect because it is the oldest speedway that NASCAR races at. I think the first race 1949, 1950. The Lady in Black, very technical, very tough, and it's just the perfect track for a car like this. So let me make sure we have everything set right. Everything is, and here we go. Of course, I'm gonna try and keep it off that wall the best I can here. Can't get enough of that noise. Alright. This'll be fun. Love this track so much. Oh boy. Ooh, she got a bit loose on those cold tires. Man. Turn 1 and 2. This is gonna be interesting. Ooh, loose, loose, loose. Yikes. So much wheel into it. I think I'm gonna have to back up the entries a bit. Oh, got the wall a bit. Oops. Don't think I hurt the car though.
30.837.
Yeah, you just have to lift so much more than you know what you would expect. Just, you know, the track, of course, Darlington, it's so unique because you're always fighting that wall, but yeah, so much off throttle time. Oh my gosh. It's fun though, it's a lot of fun.
31.023.
You get too high, it's gonna get loose like it did that first lap, and you just have to lift so much just to make sure it doesn't get, you know, the wall basically like I did earlier. crazy.
31.094.
Can you imagine 500 miles of this? I mean, I don't know how they did it, but they did. They did. Still getting to like 173. That's... Oops. Bit high. Trying to see if I could run that higher line a bit more. Gotta give it 1 or 2 more laps.
31.352.
I love this place. See how high of a line I can run. Not necessarily faster. Had to lift a lot there. I almost got the wall.
.104.
Oh man. So much fun. I'm sure the tires will be a bit mad at me, but oh my gosh, this is so freaking fun. Lots of lifting involved.
.342.
Alright, let's see how these brakes take a pit stop here. Because Darlington, obviously the pit road, I mean, you see so many of the Cup guys just screw up the pit entry, so here goes nothing. Whoops. There, wrong gear. Ah! Well, I sorta made it. It wasn't pretty, though. Again, like Talladega, that's just so different than what I'm used to. It's just so much tougher. I mean, I was expecting the force feedback, you know, the steering to be so heavy. It isn't heavy, but it really, there's so much lifting involved here, more than you would expect, and how much steering you have to put in to get it to turn. It's so much fun. Now, this last one, the last track I picked, Sonoma Road Course, it's going to be something special here. So, on to the next one. Now, last but not least, we're at Sonoma Raceway, but not just any version of it, but the long one that NASCAR currently uses. This is the historic version that was used from 1989 to 1997, and I picked this track over Watkins Glen because even though Watkins Glen currently has a setup, which I'm actually using for this test, Sonoma, Riverside Raceway, I always considered so much more technical than Watkins Glen, as good of a track as it is, and something that would really be good to test these cars at. Riverside obviously isn't around anymore, it isn't iRacing yet, but Sonoma, it's also my home track, so I've got a bit of bias there, but I just figure it would be great to really get these cars around. Now, as you can see, I've actually gotten the pedals so I can heel toe properly, as you can see now, and changed the brake pressure to the point where I can do it with my right foot, which isn't quite as strong as my left, and let's do it! Okay. Showtime. Let's go. Whew. That wheel just actually picked up there. Okay, now the steering admittedly feels heavier than at the ovals. crazy how the wheel, like you can see right now, it just picks up like that. Oh my gosh. It's so different. Oh, got a bit loose there. That could have been bad. Good thing I saved it. Let's see what it's like for a lap, you know, more speed to it. Still getting to around 120. Oh boy. That was a bit harder than I wanted. I'm still left foot braking for the corners that I don't have to shift, obviously. Tight, loose. That wheel just wants to keep going up, obviously. Oh man, loose. Back to normal. Loose again. Crazy. Oh my gosh.
1 minute 47.539.
Have to be so careful with the brakes. They don't stop the car as much as you expect, and I mean, of course, they're over 30 years old, but talk about workout here. Come on, get in there. Ooh, might have a good lap time here. Got a bit loose there.
Minute 46.
Let's see if I can attack this anymore. Oops, apparently I missed a gear there, but I was still faster. carousel in particular, you just have to put so much luck to keep it going, and the tire lifts up off the ground. The inside, you know, left tire. Oh my gosh. How many laps did they do in this car at this track? Ooh, loose. Saved it. Haven't gotten any wheel hops, surprisingly. It's been well balanced in that regard.
One minute 47.33.
See if I can get a bit of that curb. Ooh, not quite. I spun it. I didn't hit a barrier though, so at least there's that. Man. Not gonna lie, I'm sweating a bit. Yeah, Sonoma, just all these tight corners. The S's, just every little bit of it. It's just, it really is. You can see how tough it is to drive this thing with this track. That's pretty dang awesome. And time to pull it in. I'm curious what the tire wear is here. Oops, don't speed. Okay. Oh my gosh, the right front was already at 90% and the right rear at 89, so definitely working those tires. Well, I can't tell you how much fun this has been. I mean, this car, it's just part of the reason I love, you know, with Lionheart racing the Indy cars, the Dallara IR18 just has so much less downforce, you really have to drive the snot out of it. And this Cup car, it just, I haven't had to wheel a car like that in a long time, and it's been such a blast. This car, I can tell it's going to be very popular on the service, and just want to thank, of course, iRacing, NASCAR, everyone involved that made this all possible, because it's been an absolute delight. And thank you for watching and bearing with me through this whole thing. I've never done anything quite like this before, so it's a bit new for me, but it was so much fun. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Mark Cohn. You have been watching the DMLC Racing channel. Have a very good rest of your evening now.